Coming up on Sportsource, get ready for an inside look on Clark Central varsity boys soccer team as they get ready to embark on a brand new journey this season.
And we discuss the upcoming UGA softball season with one of their star players.
Plus, we take a closer look into UGA gymnast Lily Smith and her record-breaking season as a freshman. Sportsource starts now.
Welcome to Sportsource. I'm Carmen Corley. We begin our coverage with some soccer. The Clark Central Gladiators are brimming with anticipation for their upcoming soccer season. Fresh off a remarkable 16-3 record last year, they're determined to recapture their glory under coach Chris Aiken's guidance. Sportsource's Kayla Lopez joins us now and dives deeper into how this team's aiming to build on their previous achievements. Kayla?
Carmen, the Clark Central Gladiators boys soccer team roared onto the pitch for their season opener, crushing Lakeside 6-0 at home. This dominant victory sparked excitement for the season ahead, and I dove deeper to discover their aspirations, challenges, and the electric atmosphere surrounding their journey. In the heart of Clark Central, anticipation is building for the upcoming varsity boys soccer season. With last season's remarkable 16-3 overall record and a 5-1 region record, the team, under the leadership of head coach Chris Aiken, is ready for another successful season.
I thought we did really well last year defensively in our 16 regular season games. I think we never let in more than 2 goals, so we played really well organized throughout the whole game. In the playoffs, unfortunately, we broke that 2-goal mark and we lost that playoff game, so hopefully this season we can work on those same philosophies of practice, playing good team defense, keep every game 1 goal or less, and hopefully stay competitive throughout the whole year.
Coach Aiken paints a vivid picture of the team, a hard-working, organized, disciplined, and focused group of young men.
You can see them in the background being quiet even though I'm not telling them to. Just a good group of kids that I love being around. Most fun part of my job by far is interacting with them, building those relationships.
With the departure of 12 seniors, including 7 starters, this season marks a transition.
In high school soccer and high school sports in general, it's not really about taking a rebuild year. It's just about kind of retooling your lineup and competing, because there is no really time off for rebuilding. And so I think the 15 seniors that we have this year are ready for that opportunity, and I'm looking forward to celebrating their successes.
The team, motivated by its loyal fan base, aims to uphold its winning culture and defend Clark Central.
In my 2 years on varsity, and I guess even starting now into this season, we've never done anything but win a home game. So that culture of success is something I want everybody who leaves the stadium to have.
Looking ahead, the team faces challenges, but Coach Aiken is optimistic about the 15 seniors leading the way.
So we're looking at the new group to kind of step into those roles and see which group works the best as far as chemistry-wise. They did a good job last week, only letting 1 goal in our scrimmage game. And the offense did a really good job putting 5 in the back of the net.
As the Clark Central varsity boys soccer team gears up for their next season, it's their friendships off the field that contribute to their chemistry on it.
A lot of us are friends in general, so a lot of us hang out outside of soccer, and I think that always helps. And then, I mean, even without practice, we'll come still play soccer together, and just the more time spent together creates that chemistry, that bonding.
Every kick and every drill brings them one step closer to success, and the Clark Central varsity boys are determined to leave their mark. For the Carmichael Sports Media Institute, I'm Kayla Lopez. While past triumphs paved the way, the Clark Central boys soccer team embarks on a fresh journey. Under the experienced guidance of head coach Chris Aiken, the Gladiators approach the new season with confidence and potential. Back to you, Carmen.
Thanks, Kayla. Up next, UGA women's basketball is set for a crucial matchup against Vanderbilt this weekend. Joining me to break down the game are Sportsource analysts Brett Stevens and Abby Halpin.
Can the Lady Bulldogs pull off an upset at Stegman Coliseum?
Find out after the break. Don't go away.
Welcome back to Sportsource. Time now for our game of the week, where our analysts dissect an upcoming matchup with major implications. Joining me now are Sportsource analysts Brett Stevens and Abby Halpin, with a look at the big basketball matchup this weekend.
That's right, Carmen. The Vanderbilt Commodores have turned heads in 2024, racking up a stellar 17-6 record and putting themselves in prime position for their first winning season in 8 years. This resurgence is largely credited to head coach Shea Ralph, who has revitalized the program in just 3 seasons. Now, the Commodores seek revenge against the Georgia Lady Bulldogs, a team that has dominated them recently, winning 4 of the last 5 matchups. Vanderbilt's last win against Georgia came on the road in 2020, and they'll be hungry to repeat that feat on Sunday.
On the other hand, the Georgia Lady Bulldogs have had a rough season so far, falling short of their performance last year. Despite making the NCAA tournament and even winning their first round game, they currently hold an 11-11 record. However, there's a glimmer of hope. The Lady Dogs recently snapped a 7-game losing streak with a hard-fought 72-65 victory over Kentucky. This win could be a turning point in their season, and they'll be looking to build on this momentum in their upcoming games.
Abby, what players can really make a difference in this game?
Well, Carmen, Javin Nicholson, the Lady Dogs' season forward, has consistently dominated the SEC with her scoring prowess. She leads the pack in double-doubles with a whopping 9, and her scoring consistency shines with double-digit points in all but one game this season. Whether grabbing rebounds or draining shots, Nicholson reigns supreme, boasting the team's highest points and rebounds per game. But her offensive dominance isn't the only threat. Nicholson recently crossed the 1,000-point mark, solidifying her veteran status and offensive threat.
This begs the question, Brett. Who on Vanderbilt can effectively shut down this unstoppable force?
Carmen, it's Jordan Cambridge. She's Vanderbilt's superstar. This 5'9" guard is a true freshman talent. She embodies the Commodores' newfound identity on the court. Her consistency is undeniable. Nearly 14 points, 7 assists, and 5 rebounds per game. Where Cambridge truly shines is on defense, averaging an impressive 4.1 steals per game. She's a lockdown defender, transforming her game from solid to spectacular. This resilience is all the more remarkable considering her journey. 2 major injuries, an ACL tear and a torn Achilles, threatened to cut her Vanderbilt career short. But this 6-year graduate student is back with a vengeance, proving her worth on both sides of the court. Offense, defense, it doesn't matter. Cambridge is a competitor who won't let the Lady Dogs forget Vanderbilt's cornerstone. Georgia has to watch out for Cambridge at all times. She'll clamp down defensively and keep the Lady Dogs on a tight leash, a constant reminder of the Commodore spirit she embodies.
Love to hear it, guys, but we gotta know. Abby, Brett, who do you have in the game of the week?
There's a new era in Nashville, and it's thanks to Coach Shea Ralph. She's not just turning around Vanderbilt's historically struggling basketball program. She's rewriting the script. Their success isn't a mirage. It's a force to be reckoned with. In fact, this Commodore squad is arguably one of the SEC's best, and their March Madness dreams shouldn't just simmer, they should boil over. A decade is a long time between NCAA tournament appearances, but Vanderbilt is hungry, and they have the talent to watch. Players like Jordan Cambridge and sharpshooter Sasha Washington will put Georgia's ball handling to the test. And let's face it, the Lady Dogs are far from full strength. Injuries have taken their toll, and the depth just isn't there to match Vanderbilt's firepower. I'm predicting a dominant 81-68 Commodore victory, etching another chapter in Coach Ralph's already impressive legacy. This isn't just a win, it's a statement. And mark my words, Nashville is buzzing, and Vanderbilt is ready to dance.
Henderson's coaching has transformed Georgia into a program to watch, but they'll face a stiff challenge from Vanderbilt. While Georgia boasts Nicholson's offensive dominance, Vanderbilt's defense and their high-scoring offense, nearing 5 points per game more than Georgia, pose a significant threat. This game promises to be a nail-biter, and the outcome will reveal if, in fact, Vanderbilt is truly ready for the tournament. My prediction, Vanderbilt edges out Georgia in a close contest, 73-63.
And we'll see this Sunday. Thanks, Abby and Brett. Coming up, the UGA softball team kicks off their season this weekend. Hear from star senior outfielder Jada Kearney when Sportsource returns. And later, the story of a freshman UGA gymnast who's already been making history. Don't go away. Welcome back to Sportsource. The UGA softball team begins their season this weekend at Jack Turner Stadium. Sportsource reporter Nick Pierce had the opportunity to speak with one of the team's star players.
That's right, Carmen. Jada Kearney is a senior outfielder for the UGA softball team. I caught up with Jada to learn more about herself and the upcoming season. All right, thank you for joining me, Jada. I'd like to first ask, what began your softball journey? Where did it begin?
I've always played sports. My two main sports were softball and basketball, and I committed to come here really early when I was in 8th grade, so it all kind of moved really fast.
Okay, cool. What drew you to UGA? What drew you?
Well, it was my first and only visit. The coaches were amazing. The atmosphere on campus was amazing, and they have an amazing softball program. So.
Has there been anyone who's been a big influence in your softball career?
Honestly, my whole team and my coaches, they really helped push me with my mental game, which has helped me grow a lot in the sport.
Okay, awesome. So you were named to preseason All-American team. What have you done to prepare for this season?
Just trying to stay calm, not trying to do too much, and not think about what I did last year. It's a new year, it's a fresh start.
Okay, and then some of your teammates, Shelby Waters, Sydney Kuma, and Sarah Mosley, also named a preseason All-SEC. How big are they going to be for the team this season?
They're going to be amazing. They look great. I mean, honestly, our whole team looks great. Unfortunately, you can't put everyone on the list, so.
Yeah. All right, and then you're going in your senior year. What are you going to look back on as your biggest takeaways from your journey here?
How much fun I had, honestly, because once you get to this high of a level, it's kind of hard sometimes to remember why you started playing and how much fun you used to have. So just really focusing on how much fun I had playing the sport.
And what can fans expect from UGA softball this year?
A lot of excitement and hopefully a lot of wins.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
The Bulldogs are set to play 5 games this weekend as they host the Red and Black Showcase with doubleheaders on Friday and Saturday. Admission is free for all fans. Back to you, Carmen.
Coming up on Sportsource, hear the awe-inspiring story of a freshman UGA gymnast who's already breaking records. And later, Kirby's got talent. The question is, where? Later on Sportsource, we explore Kirby Smart's pro prospects. Don't go away. Welcome back to Sportsource. A freshman gymnast is making waves in the competitive scene. Sportsource reporter Emily Wisnowski joins us now. She's diving into the story of a rising talent, exploring her achievements and what lies ahead. Emily?
Thanks, Carmen. Lily Smith is the future of Georgia gymnastics. Here's what makes this freshman so special. Under the bright lights of Stegman, a new star is born. Meet Lily Smith, the freshman phenom who just became the first Bulldog in 23 years to score a perfect 10 on bars. For Smith, it was a moment like no other.
When I got the 10, it was an amazing feeling because my teammates were all around me, just like screaming, the crowd going crazy, and my coaches so happy for me, so it was a great feeling.
While she began gymnastics in 2012, her late start was no match for her raw talent. In just 6 years, Smith climbed to a level 10, proving her exceptional abilities. A highly sought-after prospect, the #1 ranked gymnast in the 2023 class surprised everyone by switching her commitment from Alabama to Georgia, prioritizing her pursuit of gymnastics excellence. Lily was born and raised in the suburbs of Philadelphia. So why UGA? She says the answer was simple.
Well, I've always loved Georgia, and it was actually my top school. But then I committed to Alabama, and then some coaching changes happened. And then Courtney called me up again, and I came here, and it was the best decision I've ever made. I was definitely meant to be here.
Smith, a tireless worker, claimed the SEC Co-Freshman of the Week title once again. This marks her 3rd time this season, a testament to her unwavering dedication and relentless pursuit of success. Reporting for the Carmichael Sports Media Institute, I'm Emily Wisnowski. Fans can see more of Smith on Friday, February 9th, as the Bulldogs welcome LSU to Stegman Coliseum. The meet begins at 5:45 p.m. and will air on the SEC Network. Back to you, Carmen.
Thanks, Emily. Up next, Sportsource turns its focus to the Division I College Hockey South Playoff. Joining me now are Sportsource analysts Jill Kopshow and Mackenzie Wolford. Hey, guys.
Hi, Carmen. We'll have our predictions for this week's games.
And we'll take a look at whether the Ice Dogs can win the championship.
Don't miss it after the break.
Welcome back to Sportsource. UGA is known for its dominant NCAA athletics. But, as our analysts Joe Kopshow and Mackenzie Wolford know, UGA is also home to a plethora of club teams that have found success, like the Ice Dogs.
That's correct, Carmen. With a 16-5-1 record, the UGA club hockey team has proven to be a formidable force. The team is a part of the AAU College Hockey Organization. Similar to the NCAA, there are 3 levels of competition and several conferences, one of which is the Division I College Hockey South Conference.
And Joe, this weekend will be one of the biggest of the Ice Dogs season. The inaugural College Hockey South's Division I playoffs start this Friday, and the Ice Dogs will look to break the ice and win the first championship of its kind.
With a record and atmosphere like that, there certainly comes an expectation of winning. Joe, can you lay out what the path to breaking the ice looks like for the Ice Dogs?
I certainly can. An algorithm picks and seeds the top 4 seeds to compete in the tournament. Georgia enters the tournament as the 3 seed, meaning they will play the 2 seed in the first round, while the top seed University of Tampa and last seed Alabama will face off.
And interestingly enough, Joe, the 2nd seed is the University of South Carolina. This means we will see a rematch of USC and UGA, who just played last weekend. USC won a contentious game this past Friday involving a whopping 62 penalty minutes. After trading shots all night, the Gamecocks prevailed in OT 5-4. The teams also played earlier this season, where UGA won 3-2. In that affair, the teams were escorted off the ice without a handshake. We spoke to John Camp, head coach of the Ice Dogs, and discussed the rematch.
We're about as even as you can get when it comes to 2 teams. We learned some things we'll put into play this week in practice to try to offset maybe some things that we weren't expecting from them this time around.
This game is really a toss-up, but I see the Ice Dogs learning from last week's contest and using this bitter rivalry as fuel to defeat South Carolina and move on to the championship.
As for the Tampa and Alabama matchup, Alabama is on a cold streak. They just got swept by Auburn in a 2-game series and almost missed the playoffs in its entirety. On top of that, Tampa is the top-seeded team and has a clear advantage in special teams. Games often come down to the power play, and Tampa is averaging 1.57 goals on the power play per game, while Alabama averages a decent 1.04. Tampa is already 2-1 against Alabama, and I expect them to make it 3-1 and glide into that championship game.
If our predictions are correct, it looks like the championship game will be Tampa and Georgia. To me, this matchup will come down to ideological differences. Tampa is a very well-rounded team. They play slow and methodically rather than relying on breakaways and penalty play. While on the other hand, the Ice Dogs play opportunistic and fast, looking to score on odd man rushes, which can leave them susceptible on the back end. At the end of the day, I expect Tampa to win this one. They offer the College Hockey South's best point differential, and that combination of offense and defense will just be too much for the Ice Dogs.
It's not often hockey fans in the South get to experience such an impactful team and event. We'll see who breaks the ice and who wins the first College Hockey South D1 championship. Thanks, Joe and Mackenzie. Coming up on Sportsource, is Kirby Smart pro-bound? Find out what UGA students think after this short break. Welcome back to Sportsource. College football's vibrant energy often serves as a launch pad for aspiring NFL coaches. Sportsource reporter Lily Brody hit the streets of Athens to gauge local opinions on one burning question. What's next for Kirby Smart? Will he remain a pillar of UGA's dominance, or is the allure of the pros calling his name?
Carmen, following Georgia's stunning back-to-back championship victories, speculation swirls about head coach Kirby Smart's future. Will he remain an Athens bound or pursue the NFL? To gauge student sentiment, I took to the UGA campus and uncovered a spectrum of passionate opinions.
Do you think Kirby Smart will ever leave college football and go to the NFL?
No.
Why not?
Because why play with only one first-round player when you have 10 on your team every year?
Yes. And why?
Well, no. Yes and no. He will, but after his kids grow out of school. And I don't know where he would go. Hopefully the Steelers, because I'm a Steelers fan, but no idea.
I don't see it happening.
I don't either.
Why not?
I feel like he likes the college atmosphere and then the recruitment process. I think I've seen him talk a lot about it. So for me, I don't think I see him moving past college.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he thrives in this atmosphere of college, and I don't think the NFL suits him that much.
I don't think so, just because I feel like he's kind of made a brand for himself here. Like, he's like Kirby Smart, and he's UGA, so I don't really think that he would, no.
No, he's got his dream job.
Do you think anything can make him go?
No, he's got more money than he needs, so I think he's fine.
No.
No?
No, I don't think so.
Can you guys elaborate on that?
I mean, he's like pretty set up here. He's comfortable.
I think he's comfortable. I don't think he wants to go anywhere else. He loves this. He loves college football.
What do you think it would take to make him go to the NFL?
I don't even think anything. I mean, he's got a reputation here.
Nothing, no amount of money?
Enough money. I don't know what that level is, but I think enough money will make anybody do anything. So.
Okay.
No.
Can you elaborate on that?
I don't think so. As long as he's winning here, he has no reason to.
What if he stops winning here?
Then maybe so.
Okay.
No.
Can you elaborate on that?
I just feel like he's just a college football guy. Like, I just can't imagine him ever leaving Georgia, but maybe that's biased.
While students hope Smart stays at Georgia, the complex dance of ambition, opportunity, and personal fulfillment could lead him down an unexpected path, leaving his future unpredictable. Back to you, Carmen.
That's right, Lily. So hold on to your red and black dog fans. That day isn't coming anytime soon. That's our show for today. From the entire Sportsource crew, thank you for joining us. I'm Carmen Corley. We'll see you next week.